The time now, 11:51 in the evening time. We have a time 9 minutes to midnight. It's time now for War Magician PJ Wiggins, the late night report. Wednesday night, July 2nd, 2014. Good evening, everybody. Our conditions at 11:51 p.m. in North Massachusetts. Temperature 75 degrees. Temperature with first skies. Humidity 4%. Wind speed stop about 8 gusts at a 17 miles per hour. Barometer 12.93 inches. Dew about 70 degrees and a visibility of 10 miles. Alright, let's take go.
This group of 8 were part of collections that and were probably stolen. So in other words, we have paper trails.
Quick peek at our radar around
gap, and then the objects reappear on the art market.
We often hear about this. We've heard about so much
let's
about
take
this
a
with the
look
Nazi
at our
looted art.
quick
And of course, that was
peek
60 or 70
out.
years ago. But this was only around in the 70s, from what I understand, that this was actually
Even
happening.
later.
So, to what degree does this remain a problem if this was happening only 30 years ago still?
I think it remains a problem, and the art market is not always.
Okay, let's take a look at a quick peek at our radar here. And it shows a couple of mentions of spotty rain showers around Oxford, Massachusetts, and stretching to Northern Rhode Island and East Central Connecticut, and another mention of rain showers around Southern Connecticut, around New Haven and Bridgeport areas, and it's up and around the New York City area. Also, some lines of heavy rain around west of Albany and east of Amsterdam here. And the latest on Arthur here, Tropical Storm Arthur.
Museum, but was taken right out of a museum.
Yes.
Are there reasons?
Center location 30.6 to the north, 79.1 to the west, and maximum sustained winds about 70 miles per hour. Moving north at about 8 miles per hour.
There's areas of conflict
And
right now in Syria.
right now,
Again, I think education is
sometime tomorrow will become a hurricane as it
market.
hugs the North Carolina coastline, and it is going to move to the southeast of us a little closer, but
Paper trailing
the Cape Islands could get some wind and rains, and while inland we can see rain and some wind, and it will track up to Atlantic Canada as a subtropical storm.
Possibly.
On Saturday it will spread out to sea.
We couldn't take these because we couldn't.
And here's the latest advisory on Tropical Storm Arthur here.
State and make sure that they would go back to their way.
Okay, location about 380 miles, 610 kilometers southwest of Cape Hatteras in North Carolina. About 160 miles, 260 kilometers southeast of Charleston, South Carolina. And maximum sustained winds about 70 miles per hour. And 110 kilometers an hour. Present movement north of 360 degrees at 8 miles per hour, 13 kilometers an hour. Minimum central pressure 98 millibars, 18 inches. Watches and warnings change the advisory done. The summary of watches and warnings in effect. The hurricane warning in effect fast. Surface city northward the Duck and Pemmican Sound and eastern Albemarle Sound. And hurricane watch in effect from Little River Inlet to south of Surf City. Our tropical storm warning is in effect fast. South Santee River, South Carolina to south of Surf City. North of Texas, Cape Charles, Lake Virginia, not included Chesapeake Bay, and western Albemarle Sound. A hurricane warning means that hurricane conditions are expected somewhere within a warning area, and a warning is typically issued 36 hours before the anticipated first occurrence of tropical storm force winds and conditions that make outside preparation difficult and dangerous, and preparation to protect life and property should be rushed to completion. A hurricane watch means that hurricane conditions are possible within one area, in this case within the next 36 hours. Any deviation in the forecast tracks to the left or an increase in the forecast size of offer will likely require the issuance of hurricane warnings for all or part of the hurricane watch area. A tropical storm warning means that tropical storm conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area within 36 hours. Interest along the United States East Coast and north of the warning area, probably in the southeast of New England, should monitor the progress of the tropical storm Arthur. For storms information specific to areas in the United States, including possible inland watches and warnings, please monitor products issued by your local National Weather Service Forecast Office. At 11 p.m., the center of the tropical storm Arthur was located to 3.6 north and longitude 79.1 to the west, and Arthur is moving toward the north at 8 miles per hour, 13 kilometers an hour. A turn toward the northeast is expected on Thursday, followed by a turn toward the northeast with increase in forward speed Thursday night. The quarter north is expected to approach the coast of southern North Carolina Thursday night. Maximum sustained winds are near 70 miles per hour, 110 kilometers higher, with higher gusts and turbulence forecasted on north is expected to become a hurricane later tonight or to Thursday. Tropical storm force winds extend up with 90 miles, 150 kilometers from the center, and estimated minimum central pressure based on the data at an NOAA Hunter aircraft is 98 millibars, 18 inches.
They responded very swiftly and said that they had not authorized the export and that they would like them to retreat.
Hazard affected land, wind, tropical storm conditions are possible wind in the tropical storm watch area by Thursday afternoon. Expected wind in the tropical storm warning area by Thursday evening. Hurricane conditions expected wind in hurricane warning area by Thursday night. Storm surge. The combination of dangerous storm surge and the time will be caused normally dry earth due to request be flooded by reservoirs and water could
We posted a slide.
reach to the following heights above. Granted, the peak surge occurs at a time of high tide. At North Carolina Outer Banks at 2 to 4 feet, and Pembroke and Albuquerque Sounds 2 to 4 feet at 7 North Carolina and northeastern South Carolina 1 to 3 feet, and extreme southeastern Virginia 1 to 2 feet. Fast water will occur along the immediate coast of the areas of onshore Florida. The surge will be accompanied by large and damaging waves. The surge will be flooded depending on the relative time of the surge and the tidal cycle. It can vary greatly over the short distances. For information specific to area, please see product issued by local National Weather Service Office and the new experimental potential storm surge flooded map for more details. Rainfall accumulation of 2 to 4 inches of wind fast lane, maximum amounts of 6 inches are expected over the coastal areas of the North Carolina Friday, and rainfall amounts of near an inch are possible over the east coast of Florida. And surf swells journey by are affected portions of the east coast, central coast of Florida, and these swells are likely to cause slight further to surf and whip currents until the hazard conditions will drive to spread northward along the coast of the northeast Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina tonight and Thursday. For more info, please monitor products issued by a local National Weather Service Forecast Office. There.
Do come down for fireworks and the show, but not this year. Part of it is that.
And we have a hazard weather outlook today. What tonight? Thunderstorms approaching by the west this evening may bring strong wind gusts as well as local heavy rainfall, localized port drainage flooded as possible. In days 2 for 7, Thursday through Tuesday. Periods of showers and thunderstorms are likely Thursday into the Friday. These storms will produce heavy rainfall could result in flash flooding. In addition, there will be potential for tropical storm force winds in effect far southeast Massachusetts late Friday and Friday night, with the main risk being over the Cape Pinellas. The confidence of Lord's tab. Please stay tuned for further updates. And forecast discussion.
I still think it's worth it.
Very humid conditions continue throughout the end of the week and more widespread showers and thunderstorms. Local heavy rainfall expected Thursday and Friday. Tropical storm off for will pass southeast region Friday night and Saturday. Perhaps having a similar impact with the marine community. High pressure that builds over the New England with a fair dry weather for the weekend. Near turbulence at 6 a.m. Thursday morning. MCS at a quest front. The 7 New England this afternoon has diminished the leftover light showers and clusters over the southwest Connecticut, New York City areas. Moving eastward have chance pops fat. Northern Connecticut, but out southeast Massachusetts, Kansas City, this persistent threat for the large scale heavy rainfall since the evening. Hence, FFA has been taken down for the night. However, cannot completely rule out scattered showers overnight or isolated thunderstorms may produce briefly heavy rainfall. Cold front of the Great Lakes will move east, but upper short wave progress moves up to the front of the ship, slow down its forward progress. No change in air mass ship. Continue warm and humid front tonight with wet ground in the northwest and high dew point over the most of the locations. Smack areas of fog and low clouds, temperatures being dew point at highs. And the upper 60 to mid 70s to the dew point. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Overnight, chance of showers and thunderstorms maybe before midnight, but some storms produce heavy rain. Areas of fog after 2 a.m. miles, clouds sky low 72 degrees, sunward about 5 to 7 miles by chance precipitation 30%. For Thursday, chance of showers and thunderstorms produce small hail, gusting winds and heavy rain. High areas of fog before 11 a.m. Otherwise, most clouds high near 85 degrees. Southward about 5 to 8 miles by chance precipitation 50%, and new rainfall amounts between the 10 and a quarter inch, 5 miles possible in thunderstorms. For tonight, showers and thunderstorms likely, but some storms produce small hail, gusting winds and heavy rain. Areas of fog after midnight otherwise, mostly clouds skies. With low at 70 degrees, southward about 9 miles by precipitation 6%. New rainfall amounts between the quarter and half an inch possible. For the Wednesday, showers and thunderstorms likely, some storms produce heavy rain, because most clouds skies high. 78 degrees at southwest wind, about 5 to 7 miles by precipitation 70%. And new rainfall amounts between the half and 3/4 inch possible. Friday night, tropical storm conditions possible. Showers likely maybe before us. 4 a.m. Most of the clouds got low 62 degrees, chance precipitation 7%, and Saturday, chance of showers mainly before 8 a.m. Most of the sites got under 80 degrees, chance precipitation 30%. Saturday night, most of the clouds got low 58 degrees. Sunday, sites got under 84 degrees. Saturday night, most of the clouds got low 63 degrees. Monday, most of the sites got under 86 degrees. Monday night, chance of showers, most of the clouds got low 68 degrees of chance precipitation 30%. Tuesday, chance of showers, most of the sites got under 87 degrees. Chance precipitation 30%. Tuesday night, chance of showers, most clouds got low 66 degrees. Chance precipitation 30%. And Wednesday, most of the sites got under 85 degrees. Predators, what a phrase of the night. A steamy dawn tap and a little stormy tap for Thursday and Friday. Alright. Peter Channel News Time, exact at 12 midnight on this, now 12:01 on this early Thursday morning.
Violates their First Amendment rights. Today, Representative Patrick and other state leaders announced plans to craft legislation.
July the 3rd, 2014, and we're going to take a look at a quick check of a traffic outlook here.
Options on the table. Marty Walsh, she is the president and CEO of Planned Parenthood of Massachusetts, and we're so glad that you could be with us this Great to see you today. I, like so many people, just like what I just said, felt that if the Supreme Court makes a decision, then so be it. We can't rock the boat. That is the truth, but maybe not. Can you explain that to
Well, the
us?
Supreme Court has issued its decision about the constitutionality of our state's buffer zone law, so they are the final word. So as we're beginning to craft...
All right, let's take a look at our traffic situation here.
Because
At 12:01,
So we're looking at other...
shows Mass Pike on the eastbound side.
considered...
A little slow on the westbound side.
And the court has made that clear. So
From South Boston, the Ted Williams Tunnel to New Logan Airport stretch of the dot to the Prue Tunnel on the westbound side.
So what's happening?
Due to
A
an
few of those laws.
on-ramp closed on Mass Pike due to some road work on the Mass Pike westbound side. And 120 north a little slow from 20 Raymond down to Linfield due to some road work.
which is a dispersal.
And 495 north a little slow from
Police do
Tewksbury to 93 at Andover or northbound side 495 due to some road work. And on the Mass Pike, the
facilities to make sure that patients and staff can get into the doors through the
Mass Pike
protesters. So
on the westbound side, an accident as you approach 290 and 395 in
the court said
Auburn, Vermont. You are good to go on the highways and byways of Massachusetts, Manhattan, Connecticut.
others.
This is PJ with you, but for good night with a good positive to be. See you tomorrow. Good night.
We're also looking at. So the court said these are the